Hello everyone. So welcome to the second practical session. So after installing Kali Linux and the VMware, we will now start to look on how we can actually use this to use Kali Linux and in the VMware, the virtual machine, and use some commands, etc. So for today, right now, we are going to use some basic Linux commands, and we will learn how to use that in Kali. So right now, if you see, I just went to my start menu, opened VMware, and then in the VMware, you will get all your listings of all the virtual machines which you've installed. So one of it is like the Kali Linux, which we had installed. So you can install either, you can use either one to 2022 version or 2019. So I'm going to use 2019 since I have all the setup already done on that. So you type in your password on the menu and just unlock it, and this will be your screen. Initially this won't be there, so you'll be able to see this is your main screen, okay, of Kali. And your terminal will be on the left corner, or you can also go through applications and through terminal, and it'll be under favorites. So just open terminal, and this is your terminal. So terminal is basically your command line interface of Linux, Kali Linux. So Kali Linux is a Debian based Linux, and you will have to use all your Linux commands to be familiar with your or to perform any of the operations which you want to perform. So you can also make your terminal more user friendly by changing the font, which is just right click on the screen and go to preferences. So here you will have all your settings which you want to like whatever you want to do, your text, your whichever profile you want to use, your Kali text size. Like I had made a profile Kali, so you can just increase the text size or decrease it according to your requirement. You can also change your background, your default color of your text. Right, I am comfortable with white text on the black screen, so I want my text to be white and the background to be black. You can also change your transparency. You can make your terminal more transparent or less transparent. Okay, so once you're done, you can just go and do your other settings if you want to. So this is all about the settings of your terminal. And next thing is if you want to have multiple, if you want to work on multiple spaces, what you can do is just go and click on new tab. You can choose which profile you want. So root Kali is the profile which we want. So you can select that, and here you can also like right now, if you want to just change the uh, profiles, you can just change it and make it so that it's on the same like the font, and same you're working on this with the same profile. So this feature helps us to be more efficient. So rather than having a new window, so you see, new window will just open a new terminal on a separate window. So you cannot just go and come back again, back and forth. So that would actually make it more cumbersome, right? So you can just, instead of a new window, you can use a new terminal. And the another feature which this can help you with is right now I just changed the directory to home, and you can see your working file path on this particular tab. If I want to work on some other directory here, I can do that, and I will not be confused where actually I'm typing which command, because I can just see it on the tab here, and I can just quickly traverse where exactly I want to perform any particular operation I want to do so. So today we are going to see some of these basic Linux commands. So cd is nothing but change directory. So right now we are in where. So if you want to change your directory is nothing but like more like a folder which contains other files and folders in it. Okay, so cd, if I press home, you'll go to home. If cd, if I want to put where and then log, you'll go to, oh sorry, cd where and then log, you'll go to that particular folder. Okay, and same goes here. And if you want to go back to the like if you want to go back to where from cd where log, you right now you're in log, right? If you want to go back to where, you can do cd dot dot. So this will take you one step behind your file path. So this is a basic cd command. So let's see the next command, which is ls. So ls is nothing but it will list all the, sorry, ls is nothing but it will list all the files and folders and directories which are there in your particular directory or file path wherever you want. So let's see ls on in home. So you can see form and test2 here, and you can see backups, cache, home, lib, local, log, all these in where. Okay, if you want to see cd where log and ls, you can see all the files over here. So ls has a different uh, like formats. So ls minus l will give you all the owners and the details of when it was created, who the owner was, etc, etc. Okay, and we can do the same over here, ls minus l. So here you have it just shows you when it was created, and you can see these were created today, that is March 19, and the permissions, all and the file directory names, all these details you can see with ls minus l. So coming up next, you have pwd. So pwd is nothing but it shows you your parent working directory. So here it's the home. So now let's see which working directory we are into. Okay, so wd, you can see the file path here. So this is really helpful when you want to know your current working directory. So that is it about pwd. Cp. So cp is a very useful command which helps us to copy files from or copy directories from one directory to another. So let's try cp form. Okay, cp form. I'm going to make a mistake in typing the command here so that I show you how you can rectify your mistake. Okay, so now this will this is going to throw us an error. So here you see cp minus are not specified. So this basically means our syntax wasn't correct. So now cp minus r form test, okay, or test2 or anything you can do test. Okay, so now ls, do ls, you'll be able to see your form and your new test is created, which is nothing but your form copied into test and test2. So now why did I make a mistake here? So basically I wanted to show you something like cp minus dash dash help. So this cp or any command dash dash help will actually give you all the type of syntax that are available, and you can use it however you want to, and depending on what you want to do. So here you see this is used to copy directories. So we try to copy directories, so we use that. And you have copy contents also. Okay, and you have force to copy anything, uh, and you have archiving anything which you want to archive or just move it, etc. So this is how you can learn more about the commands. And the next best thing is always practice and do it on your own. And they also have a full documentation on this particular website which you can visit and check out how actually it is. And going forward with our next command, and which is mv. Mv is nothing but move. Right now we have folders form, test and test2 in our home directory, right? So now I want to move a form to test. Now let's see what happens. Move form to test. Now I will see. Now you see the form is not preserved, or form is not retained in the directory. Form is moved, or it is moved to test. It's same as copy. All the it copies all the contents here, but then the main parent directory from which it was copied wouldn't be retained, unlike cp command. So this was the main difference. And you have something called cat. So cat actually gives you all the listing of your uh, folders. So now let's see what is there in your test 2 ls. So you have file 1. So let's see what is there in file 1. So file 1 has a message called I am happy today. Okay, in going forward I will show you how we can do that, how we can create a file, etc. So cat basically shows you how you basically it shows you the content. Okay, so now let me just show you etc apt. So this is another folder. So now here I'm just going to list this, and you have something called source list. Sources list dot list is nothing but from where you can actually get your updates, etc. So now I will just do a cat on sources dot list. Oops. Cat sources dot list. So now you see it just gives you all the details of what exactly is in sources.list. Now you have another command which is called less. Okay, now let me just clear the screen. So this is very similar to cat, but with a minute difference. Less sources dot list. So you see here, you've been you're not only like, it's more like an editor. You can see the cursor here. So it's more like an editor. So you can just go and see it inside the file, and you can just quickly come back by just pressing Q, and it won't retain any of those contents here. Okay, it's very handful feature if you want to keep if you quickly want to see what's in it, and if you just if you don't want it to look messy, etc. So that was about a less command. Now you have something called grep. So now I'll just show you cat again, sources dot list. So grep is basically you grep something, or you pull something into another thing. Okay, so now I'm going to take like the result of cat, and I perform an operation or grep onto something else. So now let me just show you this cat sources dot list, and then there's a this is called a pipe. So I'm going to take the results of this and grep it. So for source, it's more like a search command, also you can say. So I'm going to grep src files. Okay, so now enter. So now you see I just get the src files here, and the src content over here. So that grep is one of the most common command which is used in um, like in Kali, as well as even in your um, like in your enterprise work which you do at your office. So you need to be very comfortable with all these basic Linux commands, and once you're very familiar, it will be like you can easily crack interviews for any of your jobs. So then you have echo command. So echo command, sorry. So echo command is nothing but it's more like, let me just show you. Echo, hi, I am from India. So you see, it just prints that. So echo is nothing but it takes whatever is in it and just prints it. Now let me just show you another thing. CD home. So we had CD home and we had a test, right? Now just let's see what is in test. CD test ls. Okay, there's nothing yet in test. Okay, so we had a file. Where was it actually? CD home. ls. So your test and test2. So let me just try if it's there in test2 ls. Yeah. So we have a file 1 here. So now let's see what had we seen in file 1. I am happy today. Now I'm going to echo I am an Indian greater than sign into file 1. Okay, now I'm going to see what's in file 1. Cat file 1. So now it has echoed whatever I had written here into file 1. So this is a really easy way to type anything or just quickly store your notes into files. So you have another command called touch. Touch is a very easy way to create files. So you can create file 2, file z. So now let me just ls. So here you see we have created file 2 and file z. Then we have another command called nano. Nano is nothing but an editor, like you have your notepad plus and you just go and edit and write in whatever you want to, and then just file and save. So the same way is nano. So nano is you can see, like let us just take file 2, nano file 2. So here you can see there's a new editor which has been opened, and you can write happy. Since today is Holi, I'm going to type happy Holi. Okay, so now you just you have here your other commands like control. This arrow mark which you see is nothing but it's control capital G or control G, and then you get help on whatever you want to. Control O is nothing but write out. So you can file a name to write, you can just put it as .txt or anything. Okay, so save under different file name. Yes. Okay, so you can, we wrote one line, it just shows wrote one line, and then where is nothing but it shows you, I'll just search for Holi and it takes the cursor to Holi. Okay, just it's more like a search. Then control K is nothing but it will cut all the text. Then control U will uncut the text. Like you can see here, wherever your cursor is, it will cut your entire line. If I have XYZ is MABC, okay, and I just press, I just go up here and control K. So you see my previous line has been cut. Now control U, it has been it is just uncut. So all these are commands you can use. You can just check what each one does, and you can just play around with it. And then you just press Control X, exit, and then it will ask you to save modified changes. Then you press Y, and then it will just save, and you can um, just check what your contents are. So now you see our another file is created with .txt. So now I'm going to do cat file 2.txt. So it will just show us the contents, what it was. We had created this and it has been saved successfully. So mkdir is nothing but making a directory or creating a directory, mkdir. So you see these are all in blue, whereas the files are in white. So all directories are something where you can work with, where you can create more folders. So I will just create new directory, new dir. So now let me just do an ls. Now you see all these are white in color, these are files, but new dir is a directory. You can actually travel to this new dir and do ls. It will not show anything because we haven't created anything. And just use touch command and create a file as abc test, and now do ls. Now your file has been created. So you can create, delete, etc., whatever you can do with all these commands. Then chown is nothing but create owner. Okay, now let me just use by default, since we are the root and we don't have any other owners, this would we will be the owner of it. But then if you want to change, this is how you do. You press the root, and then that is the user, and then the user group. The user group is nothing but root here. In your organizations, it can be anything like security group or abc group, etc. Okay, so and followed by the file name. Chown cannot access root, no such file or directory. Okay. Let's see how it is used. The syntax. From current owner, current group. Okay. Root, and what else was it? What was the name of our directory? ABC test. Invalid group. Okay, the spelling is wrong. Own root and root ABC test. So now you can check the permission using your lsl command. You see here you have lsl root and root as the owner of ABC test. Now you have and something else called chmod. So chmod is nothing but changing the permissions of your particular file or your group. So here, if you want to, now let me just change this into nano ABC test. Okay, now I'm going to write down here hello world. And then exit, and then you change. Now file names. Now I'm going to change this file to .sh. .sh is nothing but a file that is more like a script that is run. You can use automations, all these, or perform, write your codes, and then execute your codes. Okay. Save file under different name. Yes. Okay. So now I'll just do ls. Now you can see abc.sh. But usually all script files all are in different colors. That means it shows as green or some other color when it's an executable file. Now let me just check the permissions of each. You see, they are read, write, and just write and write. I mean, it's we don't have any executable for this. So what I'm going to use is chmod, then minus x, oh, sorry, plus x. I'm going to add executable for this particular abc tst.sh. Now I'm going to see, now you see the color has changed. Now let us just check the permissions. Less minus a, you see here, this is executable now. So any executable we will use dot and slash to run it. So you whenever you put a script file dot and dash, press abc ab and just press a tab, so it will automatically come, and then you just enter and it will show line 1 hello. And there's no, we have not written any command, so it will not show anything as such. Okay. Then rm is nothing but it's a remove file. It's one of the most dangerous files which you cannot be using it. So if you just put rm and abc test and just put ls, abc test is gone. So it's more like deleting. So you need to be very careful while using this command, because once you delete it, you will not be able to recover it unless and until like you have some sophisticated system to recover the deleted file. Then last, man help is nothing but you can use this to get any type of help, manual help, man help, sorry, man. You can put chmod plus help. So it will show you all your why, how chmod is used, what is the name, the description of this, so etc etc. So if you want details about any of the commands, you can use man and then chmod plus help, or just man, and chmod will also give you the uh, it will give you the help command. So this is how it is, all the basic commands. So I want you to be very familiar with the operations of this, at least, or at least the functionality, to understand where and how it is used. And the syntax wise, you don't need to worry. Like I said, we are not perfect. We are human beings. We keep forgetting. I forget while doing and while typing, and even now while teaching, I forgot that this is the right format. So you can always press like plus plus help for each of the command and get the syntax. Okay. So this is it about the first basic Linux command on the interface. So I'll see you in the next session. Thank you. Bye.